Hey, hello everyone. Today I am going to explain the Game Slayer novel. So, without wasting any more time, let's start.
Chapter 16. This chapter reveals the true conflict of the game world and Ajib's terrifying potential. The chapter opens with the game ordering the elite guards to kill the wild card before he fully awakens, because once awakened, a wild card becomes unstoppable. The guards leave immediately, and the game quietly speaks Ajib's name, showing that Ajib is now his main concern. Meanwhile, Ajib manages to control the massive energy inside his body. Calm but determined, he says he will now fulfill the reason he entered the game. Interestingly, the game agrees, hinting that Ajib's role may be bigger than rebellion. It may be destiny. In a smoky realm, the game meets someone shocking, another version of himself, glowing with pure white light. This light version accuses the game of being responsible for countless deaths and warns him, if the dark side fully controls someone, they become more dangerous than the devil. This moment confirms that the game himself is divided. Light and darkness exist within him, just like Ajib. Back in the real world, Ajib is traveling with Rax when assassins attack. Ajib is injured, but the fight begins. One killer has a terrifying ability. He can temporarily cancel other people's powers. Rax nearly falls, but Ajib warns him just in time. Death and rebirth. Ajib is shot, and this triggers a huge revelation. He remembers seeing two notification panels. X. Player Ajib is dead. Check. Wildcard notification panel. Suleiman explains. Ajib is dead as a normal player, but alive as a wildcard. Joker, the true power of wildcard. Ajib finally sees his abilities. Access to all abilities in the game. Impossible strength. Teleportation. All forms of manipulation. And most terrifying of all, the ability of darkness.
Chapter 17. This chapter marks Ajib's true awakening and the beginning of his inner battle. The chapter starts with Ajib asking how to master his terrifying wildcard powers. Suleiman explains something shocking. Ajib is not part of the game system, so to control his powers, he must form a contract. But Ajib refuses at first. He says before trusting others, he must fight himself. A player who owns nothing. When Ajib tries to take out his dagger, it's gone. Suleiman explains, Ajib is dead as a player. So he has lost everything he earned in the system. The only thing left for him is to master the wildcard itself. Joker and Hiyori disappear because helping a wildcard is forbidden. Even Suleiman leaves, warning Ajib, please don't die. Back in the present, Ajib wholly transforms into the wildcard. The killers are terrified, but they never get a chance to fight. Ajib slaughters all of them instantly using Suleiman's shadow speed of slash. Rax is stunned, not just by Ajib's power, but by the fact that Ajib can use other people's abilities. Then suddenly, Ajib collapses. Ajib wakes up inside a dark mental space, something he's seen before. A distant light approaches and reveals itself as the light side of the game. This entity explains a huge truth. The game was created by a human. His dark side controls the system. His light side was suppressed. Then comes the most important message. Wildcard and Ajib are not the same until you control yourself. He tells Ajib to focus on his navel, hinting at inner balance and consciousness. Before leaving, he warns, you alone decide whether you are the last hope or not. Ajib wakes up, fully healed. Rax tells him the truth. Ajib wiped out everyone and then fainted. Ajib acts calm, saying he just went to meditate, but his mind is clearly changing. Finally, Ajib asks Rax to check his notification panel for a special contract, and Rax confirms, a special contract exists, and its rules are about to change everything.
Chapter 18. This chapter shows how terrifying the wildcard truly is. The special contract rule is revealed. Ajib and Rax must enter a specific zone and stay there until every player inside is eliminated, or Ajib dies. Ajib calmly accepts the rule. Rax, however, realizes what this means and becomes deeply afraid. Door, entering the death zone. They ride Rax's bike and pass through a mysterious gate. The moment they enter, Ajib jumps off and transforms into Wildcard. Instantly, enemies begin attacking from all directions. Rax barely avoids disaster as the battlefield explodes into chaos. Then Ajib receives a notification. There are 1,000 players against you. Ajib simply responds, "Okay." Sword, a one-man war. What follows is not a fight, it's domination. Ajib begins defeating enemies at an unbelievable speed, using Joker card abilities, elemental powers like ice and lightning, pure physical strength, shadow-based techniques. Some enemies panic and turn on each other after realizing there is no escape. One enemy believes he can survive due to a healing ability, but Ajib outsmarts him by using control and elemental attacks instead of brute force. Within moments, hundreds of players are defeated. Rax's realization. Watching the battle, Rax understands something important. Ajib doesn't fight like a beginner. He fights like a veteran warrior, someone who looks as if he has survived countless battles. Ajib's movements are precise, calm, and merciless, nothing like the weak player he once was. Night, shadow technique. At the peak of the battle, Ajib summons a weapon made of shadow and unleashes a devastating move. Shadow Rain Cleave. The battlefield is completely overwhelmed. Yell, final notification. Silence follows. Then Ajib receives the final message. Wildcard has killed all the players around him.
Chapter 19. This chapter shifts the story from battle to mystery and destiny. Rax's vision. The chapter opens with Rax injured and experiencing a strange glitch-like vision. He briefly sees the game itself, screams, and faints. When he wakes up, he's back in his room, with Ajib sitting beside him. Rax doesn't even remember fainting, which makes the moment unsettling. Unexpected visitors. Suddenly, there's a knock at the door. Rax panics thinking an enemy has come, but Ajib calmly opens it. Standing there are Suleiman, Hiyori, Joker, and Hollow. Suleiman reveals shocking news. Ajib is now ready to go to the Dark One. Rax strongly disagrees. Ajib has made only 2 contracts. He's not ready. But Ajib is firm. I will go. After tension and debate, Rax finally agrees. Journey to the Dark One. Teleportation doesn't work near the Dark One, so the group must walk south. Along the journey, the group talks, argues, and rests. Ajib learns more about Rax. An eerie calm settles in. No enemies appear. Hollow points out how strange this silence is. Ambush from the sky. Suddenly, 5 guards descend from above. They ignore everyone and attack Ajib directly. Ajib transforms into Wildcard, effortlessly overpowering them. Even more shocking, he instantly heals his injured allies, leaving Hiyori stunned. This confirms something huge. Ajib doesn't just fight, he controls the battlefield itself. The Book of Wildcard. Ajib asks why the guards attacked now. Suleiman explains. A powerful elite guard is approaching. The guards were sent to stabilize a dimensional imbalance. Everything is connected to the Book of Wildcard. And yes, that book is inside the Dark One. Arrival at the Dark One. They finally reach their destination. Before them, a massive black door, a fallen soldier, an overwhelming dark presence. Ajib opens the door. Inside, nothing but blinding white light. Suddenly, chains burst out. Ajib dodges, but Suleiman and Hollow are captured. Without hesitation, Ajib rushes inside to save them. The others follow, and the door slams shut behind them.
Chapter 20. This chapter proves one terrifying truth. Inside darkness, the Wildcard cannot be killed. Lost in the Dark One. The chapter begins inside the Dark One, pure darkness everywhere. Ajib shouts for Suleiman, but there's no response. He's completely alone. Suddenly, 12 elite guards descend from the sky. Without hesitation, they attack, and Ajib is seemingly killed instantly. For a moment, it looks like the end. Devil racks his confidence. Chaos spreads. Joker tries to escape using an ability, but is taken down. Hiyori and Rax are about to be killed next, But instead of fear, Rax starts laughing. When an elite guard questions him, Rax delivers a chilling line. "You don't know where you are. This is the domain of the wildcard. Here, he is immortal." Petten, the game reacts. At the same time, the game is shown near his throne, furious and tense. He realizes a dangerous truth. Ajib is no longer just a player. He is becoming a glitch powerful enough to threaten the entire system. Fire, the return of the wildcard. Suddenly, Ajib reappears, fully awakened as wildcard. He calmly checks on Rax, then turns to the guards. What follows is not a fight, it's domination. Attacks no longer harm him. Weapons break on contact. Elite guards fall one after another. The guards themselves admit, the previous 6 wildcards were nothing compared to this. Torrent, new power unlocked. In the middle of battle, Ajib unlocks a new ability. Wind manipulation, 10,000 slashes. With this, the remaining elite guards are wiped out. After the battle, Ajib? He heals Rax and the others instantly. Leaves even Hiyori shocked by his instant healing, calling it an unreal power. Absolute supremacy. One final guard tries a last desperate attack. Ajib blocks it effortlessly using Rainbow Defense. Then he ends the fight without hesitation, making one thing clear. At his current level, even elite guards are insignificant.
Chapter 21. This chapter is not about power, it's about growth through death. The Bridge of Separation. Ajib and the others move forward inside the Dark One and reach a long, dark blue bridge. At first, everything feels normal, but when they reach the end, something goes wrong. Ajib looks back. No one is there. Rax appears, but Joker and Hiyori are missing. Then Joker and Hiyori suddenly appear from the front. Ajib realizes the truth. In the Dark One, direction, distance, and people cannot be trusted. This place makes you lose others and yourself. The Door and the Fall. Ajib opens a mysterious door at the end of the bridge. The moment he steps inside, the darkness behind disappears. The bridge vanishes. Rax, Joker, and Hiyori fall into the void, screaming for help. Ajib tries to save them, but he cannot move. He cannot transform into Wildcard. For the first time in a long while, Ajib is powerless. The trial begins. Ajib is pulled inside and trapped alone. Behind him, a blue flame torch lights up the darkness. Ahead of him appears a silent soldier with a sword. Ajib understands. This is a trial. And here, he cannot use wildcard powers. He can die, and death will repeat endlessly. 1,000 deaths. The soldier attacks. Ajib dies, then wakes up again. Again, and again, again. He is stabbed, cut in half, beheaded, crushed, killed in every possible way. Ajib dies 1,000 times. Eventually, pain disappears, fear disappears, death becomes meaningless. Only learning remains. The realization. Ajib finally understands the truth. The soldier is extremely strong in attack, very slow, completely dependent on his sword. Ajib realizes the sword is not his strength. The sword is his weakness. Victory without power. In the final attempt, Ajib dodges calmly. He ignores pain. He grabs the sword even as his hand is cut. He punches the soldier down and finally kills him with his own weapon. The trial is over. Ajib collapses unconscious. Chapter 22. This chapter is about identity. Not enemies, not power, but facing a reflection of someone you trust. Awakening in blue fire. Ajib regains consciousness inside a mysterious room where blue flames burn all around. He has no idea where he is, but he feels this place is important. Then he notices a door. Ajib believes, this might be the path to the book. As he approaches, the door opens. A shocking betrayal. A figure dressed in black steps out. As the figure comes closer, Ajib realizes something terrifying. It looks exactly like Suleiman. Relieved and confused, Ajib speaks, but before he can understand anything, the figure kills him instantly. Reset and the trial revealed. Ajib wakes up again in the same room. The door is now sealed. That's when the system reveals the truth through notifications. The wild card must prove his worth. He must defeat Shadow Garden. Only then will he receive the unlock key. Wildcard powers are allowed. Ajib understands. This isn't Suleiman. This is something created to test me. Shadow Garden appears. The door opens again. This time, Shadow Garden steps out, a dark copy born from memory, fear, and doubt. Ajib activates his wildcard form and declares the fight. A one-sided battle. At first, Ajib underestimates him. Big mistake. Shadow Garden moves faster, hits harder, and fights with perfect precision. Ajib is injured again and again. Shadow Garden ignores powerful techniques. Even Ajib's strongest shadow attacks do nothing. Ajib realizes, this enemy isn't weaker than me. He might be stronger. Powers don't work the same here. Ajib uses Burnout, an ability that destroyed elite guards before. Shadow Garden burns, but the fire goes out on its own. That's when Ajib understands something terrifying. Shadow Garden is not a normal enemy. He is designed to endure. Total domination. The fight turns brutal. Ajib attacks with everything he has, but Shadow Garden responds with a special technique. A new notification appears. Dismantle short. In a single move, Ajib is completely overwhelmed and collapses, unable to fight back.
Chapter 23. This chapter is all about limits breaking. Not winning, not losing, but losing control. Shadow Garden presses forward. Shadow Garden slowly walks toward Ajib with his sword, calm and terrifying. Ajib gets serious. No jokes, no hesitation. The moment Shadow Garden attacks, Ajib uses Switch, instantly swapping positions and landing a powerful counterattack. Ajib follows up fast, freezes Shadow Garden, calls down lightning from above, tries to overwhelm him before he can react. But Shadow Garden adapts again. Adaptation versus power. Ajib uses Burn In, raising Shadow Garden's body temperature to extreme levels. Ajib thinks, 5 seconds is enough. But Shadow Garden adapts to the fire. The flames fade, and Shadow Garden becomes even more dangerous. This confirms one thing. Shadow Garden evolves in response to Wildcard's power. The shocking truth. Ajib uses his Detail View ability to find a weakness. What he sees changes everything. Weakness, Wildcard. That's the turning point of the chapter. Ajib realizes Shadow Garden's strength is equal to Wildcard. Light makes shadows darker. Fighting harder only makes Shadow Garden stronger. This isn't a normal boss fight. Shadow Garden exists to counter Wildcard itself. Total domination. The battle turns brutal and overwhelming. No matter what Ajib tries, ice fails, fire fails, speed fails, strategy fails. Shadow Garden keeps attacking, predicting every move, overwhelming Ajib again and again. Ajib is pushed to the absolute edge. Choker. The moment everything breaks. Realizing there's no other option left, Ajib stops fighting normally. He kneels down. He accepts it. And then the system delivers the final message. The wild card lost his control. Chapter 24. The Final Battle. Shadow Garden attacks Ajib again, targeting his neck. But Ajib immediately uses Switch, swapping places with Shadow Garden. Then, Ajib grabs Shadow Garden's head and slams him to the ground. He kicks, punches, and lifts Shadow Garden repeatedly. Shadow Garden tries to counterattack, but Ajib breaks his sword, throws him down, and crushes him with gravity powers. Even when Shadow Garden tries an Ultra Slash, Ajib dodges and uses his powers to push him into walls, freeze him in ice, and keep him trapped. Fire. Overwhelming power. Ajib's attacks are relentless. He punches Shadow Garden 200 times per second, smashing his face. He channels Burn In through his dark side, realizing his own anger and ruthlessness are needed to fully unleash this ability. Ajib reflects on the fight. I now understand that the power of Shadow Garden and Wildcard are the same. My experience was less, so I couldn't defeat him before, but letting my dark side fight allowed me to win. Death. Shadow Garden falls. Shadow Garden is finally defeated, his body destroyed. The chapter emphasizes that Shadow Garden was the strongest fighter, a perfect mirror to Wildcard's power. Ajib's victory comes not just from strength, but from mastering his own dark side. Book, the Wildcard Book. After the fight, Ajib leaves the battle room, returning to the place where the Wildcard Book is chained. He opens the book and it welcomes him. This moment marks his full mastery of the Wildcard powers. Do, the followers outside. Meanwhile, Joker, Rax, and Hiyori are outside the Dark One Gate. 10 elite guards appear to attack them. They realize they can't fight and brace for death. Back to Ajib. He receives notifications. Wildcard has got all his memories. Would you like to take your personal guard with you? Ajib chooses yes, selecting Shadow Garden to accompany him as his personal guard.
Chapter 25, the final chapter. The chapter opens with Ajib commanding Shadow Garden, and the body in front of him completely burns. But immediately, from behind, he hears a voice, "My king." Ajib turns and sees Shadow Garden kneeling respectfully in front of him. He tells him to stand up, saying that they need to leave because the first layer of Dark One will soon be destroyed. They start moving. Encounter with the guards. As they leave, the guards attack them with swords, but lightning strikes the guards, throwing them far away. The smoke clears, and Ajib is standing confidently as a wild card, hand in pocket. He tells everyone not to worry. He heals everyone with a single gesture. The guards tremble, their hands and feet shaking with fear. Ajib says, "I'm tired of killing you. I won't kill you." He then calls Shadow Garden. To everyone's shock, Shadow Garden transforms into Suleiman and Joker, revealing they are alive and have reached their full power. Ajib commands them to finish the guards, and in one blow they are all eliminated. Walk from Dark One. Ajib tells everyone to move quickly. He promises to explain everything later. An hour passes and they have traveled far from Dark One. Suddenly, the game appears in the sky. He announces a shocking truth. None of you are actually players. Your real task is not to kill each other. Your job is to kill me. You are all the Game Slayer. He claps and the sky above starts collapsing. Everyone runs for their lives. Rax tells Ajib to do something, but Ajib says it's not possible yet and insists it's crucial to act now. The ground breaks beneath them. In the final moment, Ajib and the game lock eyes, hinting at a massive confrontation to come. Ending and tease. The chapter ends with "to be continued." The author teases that Volume 2 will release in 6 to 7 months and warns readers, you are not ready for that. This chapter leaves readers on a cliffhanger, with Ajib now facing the game directly, and sets up a huge battle in the next volume.
And with this, the first part of this novel, The Game Slayers, is also finished. As the author said, the next part will be published in 6 to 7 months. But for now, our second novel is finished. Honestly, I really liked this novel, and this is my first novel. So wait for next week. I will explain some new novels, and if you have any opinions, let me know. Greetings to everyone for today.